beautiful friends. It's Amanda here, and today I'm going to show you a little peachy, summery get ready with me. I always like to do these more informal get ready with me videos so that you can see what I'm actually wearing and how these products carry over into my non-review, non-swatching, but actually real life space. I'm also going to show you my outfit before and after so that you can see the full transformation. Usually, me hanging out around the house, momming, doing chores is just comfy t-shirt, stretchy leggings, and, skincare only, which is what you're seeing the starting point here. This is my completely bare skin. I've just done my morning washing and moisturizing. I'm even gonna show you my SPF application, but I like to show you my just bare skin first, partially so that you can see the full transformation and get an appreciation for how the coverage and the finish and all of that actually looks from the very beginning. But I also just like to show you my real skin because I think there's such a prevalence of editing and filtering, which I don't really have a problem. I don't have a moral objection to that, but I do think that it can distort our view of what a human being's skin looks like. And I think it gets to me sometimes, so I'm sure it can get to you who are watching. So I just want you to see freckles and pores and crinkles and lines and sun damage and redness. These are the things that exist. And I personally think that I have pretty nice skin, but nobody looks like a filter in real life. So I'm just here to remind you that your skin, however it looks today, tomorrow, next week, is wonderful. It's functioning organ at the end of the day. So let's all give our skin a break because it's got to be hard being a big functioning organ. I think things have really taken a turn for the strange, so I'm gonna get back to the makeup now. I love this little It Cosmetics combo. The Bye Bye foundation gives me a little bit more coverage, whereas the CC Plus Nude Glow has a little bit more of that radiant finish. And these two mixed together, not only do they give me the perfect shade, because believe it or not, these are both the shade Fair Light, but when you see them swatched side by side, they are not the same color. But when they're mixed together, they are a great match for me. I get a little bit of a coverage bump from the Bye Bye foundation, but I still get that glowy, really refreshed, youthful looking finish from the Nude Glow. So these two mixed together have just been the perfect combination, and they wear beautifully over the Hello Sunshine SPF. They're all made by It Cosmetics, so these formulas just meld really well together. I'm going to be spending the day out and about with my family, so I need to make sure I have that sun protection coverage. And speaking of coverage, let's talk about this Salt New York Best Case Concealer. This has got to be one of my favorite concealers that I have ever worn. I was a big fan of the Salt New York Sneaky Balm, and this has such a similar texture, but it gives me a little bit more coverage. I mean, obviously, a concealer versus a balm, I know that probably stands to reason, but I love the way that this wears on me. I feel like it just melts into my skin. I can wear it on its own. It also plays well with pretty much every single foundation or skin tint product that I've used it with. I like to just apply with my fingertip and tap that concealer in to blend it, and I haven't had any problems with it disrupting the other products that I have already applied to my face. This is just such a great little concealer. I can imagine that this would work well for pretty much any skin type, but I do think that this is a particular win for my dry skin, and I do think it's one of the best products I've tried so far this year. Now I'm going to add some blush. This is the Super Shy shade of the new ColourPop liquid blushes. I will list all of the shades and I'll try to list all the brushes that I'm using as well. I don't want to put all that text on the screen because I don't want to cover up the actual products in action, but I'll list all that stuff down in the description box for you if you're curious about the other shades that I'm using or the brushes that I'm using. I think I need to make an updated favorite brushes video because I have very, very strong feelings about my favorite brushes at the moment. And of course, the stippling brush from ColourPop is my go-to cream and liquid cheek product brush. So obviously that's what I use for this ColourPop liquid blush, but I'll list my brushes down in the description box for you as well. Here's the tea about blush for me. Do we still say here's the tea? I don't know. I'm old. I'm like an elder millennial, so I don't even know what's cool anymore. I will put on a liquid blush and then I'll do a little bit of powdering. Like I said, I'm going out and about all day and it's hot, it's sunny. Where I live is extremely hot and sunny. So I do like to do a little bit of powdering. This MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural has been my go-to setting powder for ages for my dry skin because it doesn't make me look flat and dehydrated. So I'm powdering around pretty much everywhere except where I put that liquid blush. And then I'm gonna go back in with a powder blush to sort of set that area with the liquid blush, but also to add a little bit of a sheen. This CoverGirl True Blend blush that I'm using has a little bit of a shine and a sheen to it. So using this as a blush topper sets that liquid blush area in place, and it also acts as a little bit of a glowy highlighter type of look for my skin. I love a multitasking product and I love a really quick and easy makeup look. As you can tell from the length of this video, I'm not spending a ton of time getting ready. I truly am spending a pretty casual day out and about with my family. So this is a very common makeup look for me where I'm not gonna do a full glam type of situation that I would do for a special event or even for like a date night or a girls' night or something like that. Partially because I am on a time crunch because we're trying to go do some stuff, and partially because I'm a little bit of a lazy girl for life, and also partially because, look, I am going to be sweating. The less things on my face, the better off I'm gonna be. The majority of what I'm wearing today are my tried and true products, or at least things that I've been testing and wearing for a couple weeks. But I am going to be testing out one brand new to me product today. And I was really excited for this one because it's a new palette. You know how much I love eyeshadow palettes. I hate hearing people saying that eyeshadow is dead. It will never die to me. I don't care. I don't care how out of trend, out of touch that is. Eyeshadow will never die to me. I'm using the new Peach Perfect palette from Gourmande Girl. When I first opened this palette up, I thought, this isn't incredibly peach for a Peach Perfect palette, but I started thinking about an actual peach tree more in terms of this color story, and I like that it's not just a bunch of different iterations of peach. I think, first of all, I'm going to end up with a very cute little peach look. Spoiler alert, but you probably already saw it in the thumbnail. I really like the variety of shades in this palette. I definitely see this as something that is easy for me personally to pick up and get a couple of different looks that I'm going to really enjoy and that are going to be in my comfort zone. I love something that's half neutral, half colorful, and this palette definitely feels like a nice balance between neutrals and colors. Plus, I personally just love green eyeshadow, so I am definitely very biased towards this green heavy color story, whether it's a peach palette or not. I like greens, so I definitely feel my personal preference makes this easy for me to appreciate. I have quite a few new indie palettes that I want to test out and use and swatch and review. And I actually just got the Beauty Bay Botanical palette, so I'll definitely be doing a little Beauty Bay haul try on with that one as well. There's so many palettes out right now that I'm interested in that I feel a little slight bit overwhelmed. But I'm glad that I just took my time to enjoy this Peach Perfect palette and use it and wear it for a day in my life instead of feeling like I had to rush through a review. So hopefully you will get some good value out of this instead of always the swatch and review and comparison because it can be pretty overwhelming. I love doing it, and I also love knowing that it is helpful to so many of you, but this is really fun too. I mean, this is what it's all about. At the end of the day, swatches, comparisons, reviews, they're great for my channel. I'm sure they're great for helping you decide what to buy and what not to buy, but at the end of the day, whether or not I'm YouTubing, my makeup really is fun for me to play with and wear and use just in my non-work life too. So I like having both of those things available. And I will still do the whole swatch and comparison thing with this palette. Let me know what you want to see this palette compared to, if you want to see any comparisons for this one. I definitely have a few ideas of what I think would be a useful comparison, but I like to hear your ideas as well because you guys sometimes think of things that didn't occur to me or that I forgot about. The palette file in my brain is sometimes so overloaded that I miss some sometimes. So I always appreciate your input on that and so many other things, but definitely like hearing what comparisons you want to see. I think this last shade that I added, the little shimmery reflect right in the middle there, this Papa Don't Peach shade, really tied the look together, and I was so happy with this. I thought that it was going to be cute, but this is even better than I expected. So I was incredibly happy, not only with how this makeup turned out, but how everything wore throughout the day. I also ended up with the comfiest, cutest outfit. Personally, I hate wearing shorts and short things, especially if I'm going to be in the car a lot because my butt gets stuck to the seat and it gets burned and it's just I don't know. Is that TMI? Probably not. You know what I'm saying. But I have these super comfortable, really lightweight, flowy pants that I love to wear when I'm out and about in the summertime. I don't get too hot in them, even though they're long pants, especially when I wear them with tank top and sandals. They're really breezy. Plus, they have pockets, which I love. I have these in a couple different colors. And of course, Maggie came to join me to show off the outfit for you. But I just was really happy with how this turned out. I felt cute and comfy. I thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear what you thought about this little get ready with me and what videos you want to see in the future. And just a reminder that I love your face so much, and I will see you in my next video real soon. Bye!